Good morning, students. My name is Mohit, and I'm your mathematics teacher from Mount Literazi School, Jhansi. So, t- let's start our topic today. Division. Here I am reading. Division is a process of repeated subtraction. Just like I have told you about multiplication that it is a repeated addition. Similarly, like that, division is a process of repeated subtraction. It is a faster method of subtracting equal groups or subtracting same number successively several times. So the phrase that indicates division are equal shares, equal distributions, or divide. So division sign is this, you all know. The number that is divided is called the dividend. This is very important thing which most of the student confused many times, that the number which we divide is a dividend like this. If I am dividing this number by 6, if I am dividing this number by 6, it means this is dividend, but this is divisor. You can read over here. The answer which we came through is our quotient, and the remaining part which remains at the bottom, that is the remainder. So this is the terms which you have to know anyhow. So what is the relation between these terms? So the relation between these terms is dividend means the number which we have to divide is always equals to divisor multiplied by quotient. Divisor multiplied by quotient, so and plus remainder. So this is the relation between these four terms of divisions. Now the main thing, that is the properties of divisions. A number divided by 1 gives number itself. You all know, if I divide any number like here, if I am dividing 354 by 1, we will get the same answer, 354. So this is the first rule of division. Now let's come to the second property. A number when divided by itself give 1. Means if I am dividing any number by the same number itself, we will get the answer 1. Now coming to the third rule, that is 0 divided by any number gives 0. Means if I am dividing 0 by any number, maybe it is 1 digit, 2 digit, 3 digit, 4 digit, and so on, the answer will always be 0. Now the main thing is to read this. It is not possible to divide any number by 0, because if you divide any number by 0, the answer will be infinite. This is the sign of infinite, not 8. Let me make it again. This is like this. 8 is made like this, and this is like this. So if I am dividing any number by 0, the answer will be infinite, means not defined. So it is not possible to divide any number by 0. Now division by 10, 100 and 1000. Like in multiplication, I have told you, if I am multiplying any number by 10, 100 or 1000, we need to just put those number of zeros at the end of the multiplication, at the end of the product, sorry. So when we divide in division, when we divide any number by 10, the remainder is the digit in the ones place of the number. Means if I am dividing 7487 by 10, it means the remainder will be the last digit and the quotient will be the 3 digits from the beginning. So this is the part. Or if I will write it in the decimal part, I will write it 748 decimal 7, means the decimal will come from before one digit from the last, because 10 contains only one zero. So we can separate it like this is the remainder and this is the quotient. The value written after the decimal, that will be the remainder, and before the decimal, that will be the quotient. Now, for example, the next point, when we divide a number by 100. Now we are dividing by 100. It means now the decimal will come before two digits like 74.87. So now this will be the remainder and this will be the quotient. So like this we will do that. And similarly for 1000 also, if I am dividing any number by 1000, then the decimal will come before three digits, because 1000 contains 30. So before three digits the decimal will come. So now this is the remainder and this is the quotient. So this is how we need to do these type of question when we are dividing any number by 10, 100, 1000, 10,000 or more. So like this. Now division by two digit. You all know how to divide any number by two digit. Let us look some examples explain the division process. So this is here, you can see. Now let's study the main thing about it, that you will do this division very easily, but how to verify it? To verify it, I have already told you the relation between these four terms, that a dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So similarly for this also, if I am verifying any division that I am right or wrong, we need to multiply this divisor by quotient. Then the resultant or the product will be added to this remainder, should be equivalent to this dividend. So what I will do, I will just simply multiply quotient with divisor, and then whatever we got, we will add the remainder to this. So we will get the dividend itself like 6538. So this is the verification that we have done right. Now let's come to the next page. Now on the basis of these rules and questions, you need to do this checkpoint number 3. Here you can see over here. So all these questions you have to do, and some of the question I will do for you, so that you will be able to do it. Now let's come to the last part of this chapter, that is the extended learning tool, that is DMAS rule. You already know BODMAS rule. So BO means bracket and O means off. From a part of that, this is the remaining part, that is DMAS. If I add B and O over here, it will be called BODMAS. So they don't talk about the bracket and off, because you will study it in class 6th. So we are studying DMAS rule, means division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. You all know this DMAS rule explains about the sequence of the operations. Like, what is the sequence of mathematical operation when we are having these all operations all together in a question? So first we need to solve the division, then multiplication, then addition, then subtraction. So this is the sequence. For example, you can see over here, 264 plus 151 multiply 748 divided by 44 and subtract minus 322. So what you will do according to the DMAS rule, first you need to do division. First operation must be division. So you will solve this part first. So when you will divide this value, you will get the answer 17. Now second operation must be multiplication, means the answer you get, you will be multiply now 151 with the 17. Now then addition, the answer you will get over here will be this. Now add this number, and then the last one is subtraction. Now you will subtract. So the final answer will be this. So this is how you need to apply the DMAS rule in your questions. So I hope you like the video. Now this is the checkpoint which is based on division. You can do it by unitary method. What is unitary method? I will explain you in this example number 23. A car covers 600 kilometers in 12 hours. How much distance will it cover in 7 hours? So you will need to do this, that distance covered by car in 12 hours, that is 600 kilometers. Now the distance covered by car in 1 hour, you need to divide 600 by 12. So what you will do, you will divide 600 by 12. So here you can see this solve the question for you. So you will get the answer, that is 50, then the remainder will be 0, so the answer will be 50. So therefore the distance covered by a car in 7 seconds, in 1 second 50, then in 7 seconds 50 multiplied by 7, that is 350 kilometers. So in 7 hours the car will cover 350 kilometers. And on the basis of this unitary method, you need to do this checkpoint number 4. So I hope that you like the video. So all the best, students.